Hello. For our final project, we elected to design and implement an 8-bit binary multiplier. An 8-bit binary multiplier is used to multiply two binary numbers and is built using binary adders. So I'm going to go ahead and describe the functionality in our design implementation. The first step in constructing our multiplier is designing a half adder. A half adder is a circuit that takes in two single binary numbers x and y and adds them, and provides an output s with a carry value c for overflow. Our design for the half adder shows this via the inputs and the outputs. To design a half adder, we need an XOR gate for the output s and an AND gate for the carry value c. The second step in constructing our multiplier is designing a 2-bit full adder. The full adder takes in two main inputs x and y, and the third carried input c, which is used as a y value input for the second adder. The output of the full adder is a value s and a carried value c, which is the result of the carried value from both adders placed through an OR gate. The third step in designing our multiplier is constructing an 8-bit full adder that takes in 16 bits of inputs, x0 through x7 and y0 through y7, and a carry in value and outputs an 8-bit result with a carryout value. The 8-bit full adder was constructed using a cascade design implementing 8 2-bit full adders. The fourth stage is constructing our multiplier. This schematic uses 7 of the 8-bit full adders to calculate the 16-bit product of the two 8-bit inputs we assigned. To keep the schematic clean looking, we used a bus tool to assign the inputs. The final stage of the construction is assigning input and output values to the pins on the board in order to enable implementation and demonstration. Pins were assigned using the pin planner tool in Quartus Prime and the user manual for the board. We elected to assign the first 8 switches going from left to right as being the first 8-bit input and the second 8 switches to be the second binary input. From there, we used the table shown to assign FPGA pin numbers to respective switches. For the output, we elected to assign the first 16 LED lights as being the binary representation of our 16-bit output.
Good evening, everyone. This is James and Khalid demonstrating our 8-bit multiplier on the board. Just to begin, we have A0 starting from the left side through A7, and then B0 through B7 as indicated. And then for our outputs, we have them in binary from left to right, 0 to 15 across the LED strip. To begin our demonstration, we're going to do 1 times 1, 1, 1. Next we'll do 2 times 2, 2, 2. Next we'll do 3 times 3, 3, 3. Next we'll do 4 times 4, 4, 4, 8. Next we'll do 4 times 5, 4, 5, giving us 20. And then finally we're going to be doing 8 times 8. 8 times 8 gives us 64. And then we're going to turn them all on. So this is all of our inputs on, giving us an output of 65,663. Great. Thank you.
The second problem we encountered was the bus tool. Having not really used it before, we had some trouble getting all the wires to connect. A third problem we had was getting the schematic implemented on the board. The download kept failing and the LED lights wouldn't work. We later discovered that this problem was due to wrong pin assignments, as we initially assigned the input values to the LED pins and the output values to the slide switches. Once we corrected the pin assignments, the schematic download onto the board worked.